Just like music. Hi. I love you too. I'm about to just eat and talk to y'all for a second. Yeah, it's better now. I tried to get on this earlier and it was being weird. It's picking up now. About to eat a little late lunch. I got me a turkey sandwich. Good afternoon. I missed you too. You guys gotta follow my other page. I've been on my other page all day because this page was acting up earlier. Yeah, I did my hair. I braided it. Good afternoon. I'm gonna put my wig over this and let it sit. Turkey sandwich. Shout out Gracie. Probably my niece. Probably my niece. Okay, good. How are yours? Boo boo, I'm doing something right now. You can come in a second. It's 2:38. It's 2:38. How's your day going? I'm in Ohio. I'll go through this back later. Yeah, it's good. Did he? I didn't listen to it. Thank you. What's it called? Let me see. I don't even understand what they're beefing about. This shit is stupid. 50 Cent. This T.I. Power Origins. I'm about to go listen to it. Damani dropped something called P-U-S-Y. Damani dropped something called P-U-S-Y. Oh, Lord. Hold on. I gotta listen to this. But hold on. Let me listen to 50. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking shit. Kind of sound like the old 50. Hi. Hi. It's the same time here. It's 2:41 here too. I don't really know if that's a diss or not, but okay. Damani got a song called P-U-S-Y with a dollar sign. And the cover of it says Abuse of Power. It said in March 2024. Oh, Lord. Let's listen to it. He said that sugar water got you. Oh, my God. You know 50 had vitamin water. This is crazy. This nigga said, yeah, you eating duck, but let me cook beef. She said, I'll burn you just like you try to burn your own seed. Oh my God. It's okay. What language do you speak? Hi. Shout out to Danish. Dane. Great Dane. Dane. Turkey sandwich. Hage. Where'd you see me before? I know I listened to it, but it was a little bit of this, but he didn't really like, he didn't go in crazy. Like he didn't really like, he wasn't talking bad about them basically. But I can see how y'all could think it's a diss. Ain't no way that's a diss. How these niggas is talking about you. I would have had to go in. But he basically was defending himself a little bit. Because I'm listening to this Damani diss. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta go listen to it. He just posted it a day ago. This shit is diabolical. Where do you know me from? Yeah, I like jerky. You have to get the tender jerky. Sometimes it be. My other page is Nola Twerk Fitness. Shout out to Denmark. What other live? I hate when people are fake and they think that I don't know that they're not fake. Like, I know you're fake. I don't gotta speak on it though. Thank you for the gift. But that's sad. I don't respect that. Shout out to the rappers who don't got to do any publicity stunts to promote their shit. People just show up and watch it. You don't got to do all that. You got to tear down a black woman just to get views on your show. Where are we at in this world? Like, that's not a flex. If you are who you think you are, you don't got to do all that. You just put the product out. Hi. What's sailing mean? Hi. You're fine. My favorite color is green. I got a turkey sandwich. Sorry, I didn't see your comment. I'm about to stay on this for a minute. Not with 5 people in the chat. That's why I'm on here sitting here talking, so I can try to get the page back active. But I did talk on my other channel. You can go check that out. I really don't know what's going on with this channel today. I haven't had this happen in a long time. I don't think ever. It's been doing this all day. You love him. That's cool. Did you like it? Oh, hi, Muhammad. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Don't you hear me calling? If you have some time, you can come spend the night. baby. Thank you, love. I love you too. How's your day going? A lot of people are going to be in a rude awakening because a lot of people think I'm joking. I'm not joking. You can come spend the night, baby. You can hear me calling. I might do some tarot cards since we just sitting here. Baby, don't you hear me calling? If you have some time, and you can come and spend the night. I should use this bag as ASMR and go through this bag. I might. This would be a good ASMR because it's a lot of stuff in here and it's a lot of noise. Baby, don't you hear me calling? If you have some time, you can come and spend the night. All right, we about to do a tarot reading since I'm just trying to run up some time. If you have some time, you can come and spend the night. I want you. Hi. I need your love. You're the only thing that I've been dreaming of. Actually, before I do this, I think I'm going to do a little Bible study. Ouch, my knee hurts. I haven't opened up my Bible in weeks. Let's pull out the good book. Let's go somewhere random. Okay. What's a Danish road? This is Daniel 7. It said, one night during the first year of Belshazzar's reign over the Babylonian Empire, Daniel had a dream and he wrote it down. This is his description of what he saw. In my dream, I saw a great storm on a mighty ocean with strong winds blowing over every direction. Then 4 huge animals came up out of the water, each different from the other. The first was a lion, but it had eagle wings, and as I watched, its wings were pulled off so that it could no longer fly, and it was left standing on the ground, on 2 feet, like a man, and a man's mind was given to it. The second animal looked like a bear, with its paw raised, ready to strike. It held 3 ribs between each teeth. And I heard a voice saying to it, get up, devour many people. The third of these strange animals looked like a leopard, but on its back it had wings like those of birds, and it had 4 heads. And great power was given to it over all mankind. Then I watched in my dream. A fourth animal rose up out of the ocean, too dreadful to describe and incredibly strong. It devoured some of its victims by tearing them apart with its huge iron teeth. Mm. Every time I get a Bible verse, why does it always relate to my life? And others it crushed beneath its feet. It was far more brutal and vicious than any of the other animals, and it had 10 horns. As I was looking at the horns, suddenly another small horn appeared among them, and 3 of the first ones were yanked out, roots and all, to give it room. This little horn had a man's eyes and a bragging mouth. I watched as the horns were put into place, and the Ancient of Days, the Almighty God, sat down to judge. His clothing was as white as snow, his hair like a white as wool. He saw upon a fiery throne. He sat upon a fiery throne, and hold on, fiery throne brought in on a flaming wheels, and a river of the fire flowed from before him. Millions of angels ministered to him, and hundreds of millions of people stood before him, waiting to be judged. Then the court begins its sessions, and the books were opened. As I watched, the brutal fourth animal was killed, and its body handed over to be burned because of its arrogance against the Almighty God. Hold on, let's go back. The strong animal that killed all those people, let's run that back. Said, as I watched, the brutal fourth animal was killed and its body handed over to be burned because of its arrogance against the Almighty God. And the boasting of the little horn. As for the other 3 animals, their kingdoms were taken from them. Their kingdoms were taken from them. You hearing me? Okay. It says, but they were allowed to live a short time longer. Tick, 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 tick. It says, next I saw the arrival of a man, and so he seemed to be, brought there on clouds from heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days and was presented to him. He was giving the ruling power and glory of all nations of the world, so that the people of every language must obey him. His power is eternal and will never end. His government shall never fall. I was confused and disturbed by all that I had seen, Daniel wrote in the report. So I approached one of those standing beside the throne and asked him the meaning of all these things. And he explained to me this. These 4 huge animals, he said, represent 4 kingdoms who will someday rule the earth. But in the end, the people of the Most High God shall rule governments of the world forever and forever. The kingdoms fell. A new leader came. Forever and ever and ever. Okay. It said, then I asked about the 4th animal, the one so brutal and shocking, with its iron teeth and brass claws that tore men apart and stampeded others to death with its feet. I asked, too, about the 10 horns and the little horn that came up afterwards and destroyed 3 of the others, the horn with the eyes and the loudest, bragging mouth, the one which was stronger than the others. For I had seen this horn warning against God's people and winning. I know who this represents. Always running his fucking mouth. Ooh, I know who that's about. It says, until the Ancient of Days came and opened his court and vindicated his people, giving them worldwide powers of government. Says this 4th animal, he told me, it's the 4th world power that will rule the earth. It will be more brutal than any of the others. Where are we at right now in the world? More brutal than others. Says it will devour the whole world, destroying everything before it. His 10 horns are 10 kings that will rise out of his empire. Then another king will arise, more brutal than the other 10. Where am I at? And will destroy 3 of them. He will defy the Most High God and wear down the saints with persecution, try to change all the laws, morals, and customs. God's people will be helpless in his hands for 3.5 years. How much longer do we got the white devil as our president? says, but then the Ancient of Days will come and open his court of justice, take all the power from the vicious king to consume and destroy it until the end. Then every nation under heaven and all their power shall be given of the people of God. It says, they shall rule all things forever, and all rulers shall serve and obey them. That was the end of the dream. When I woke up, I was greatly disturbed, and my face was pale with fright, but I told no one what I had seen. I've been saying this for years. Tick, 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 tick. Time's running out. Better get on the right side of shit before it's too late. Ball together, fall together. Deep. And that was random. That was not something I chose. That was random. It was very specific with the 3.5 years. That's all I gotta say. Very specific. I miss you too. Thank you. There's a new sheriff in town. It says Ace of Swords, mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict, surgery. I'm glad to see you too. I definitely, this is just a general reading. Yeah, I've been live all day. I just haven't been on this channel because this channel is being weird, but I'm just about to sit here to try to get the views back up. Because I don't know what's going on today over here. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I haven't had this low of views in a long time over here. I don't think ever. It says personal transformation, fear of change, averting or delayed disaster, suffering, collapse, stormy time, restlessness. I love how the collapse came out right after I just read that. Thank you. You guys got to check out my other channel. It's Nola Twerk Fitness. It says wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. It says ultimate completion, final manifestation, result of true will recognition, continuation, realization, endings. Thank you for the heart. There's not many women that bless and spiritual like this young lady. Yeah, I have crazy faith. My faith is so real in God that people think that I'm crazy. That's how I know that they don't really believe in God. It says opportunities, wishful thinking, choices, illusion, searching for purpose, daydreaming. It says regaining or losing control, mastery choices, responsibility, myth, secrets. Oh, I know I'm not crazy. I'm just a lot smarter than a lot of people. When you're the smartest person in the room all the time, it's kind of annoying. And that's not even to be bragging, but don't nobody even question anything anymore. We just believe anything that the internet says and what they tell us. Nobody even has like an explorer mind anymore. We don't question shit. It says personal goals, inner alignment, fear of unknown, fear of challenge, playing it safe, lack of planning. I like the way you are. Thank you. I like the way you are too. Or is that you, Maya? Yes. You got to give me a second. Okay. It says familiarity, happy memories, reminiscing, childhood memories, innocence, joy, nostalgia. It says movement, balance, solutions, harmony, healing, empathy. When I get off of here, I'm going to let my niece come in here and chill with me for a second before I get back on here, because she's been wanting to come in here all day. It says inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, excitement, freedom. Conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationships. It says instability, exaggeration, overexertion, strife, change, freedom, loss. I'll start doing my Bible studies again every day too. I think that was about a couple people though. You can relate that to Israel. You could relate that to Elon Musk. You could relate that to Donald Trump. You can relate that to so many things. So many evil people that just destroy, 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 destroy. And think that they're going to get away with it just because they got a couple dollars. It says exhaustion, burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness, stress. It says form, completeness, foundation, progress, power, stability. And David beat Goliath with a stone. It says difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock. I'm so happy, baby. It says upright, institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded, mercy, wisdom, trust. It says the energy of the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, especially when you're dealing with me. It says nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. It says third deacon Sagittarius, second deacon Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles. That means money on. You take care of responsibilities. Nothing. Just doing my tarot. Trying to stay on here for like an hour to try to get these views back up. It says the Fool. It says new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure, unlimited possibilities. Sent you from above. So glad that I found you, boy. No, I did it myself. I need to order me a new wig, honestly. I've just been waiting. says exhaustion, giving up, destroyed confidence, overwhelmed, overly protective. It says manifestation, financial opportunities, skill, development, ambition, desire, diligence. Hi. Where my girls at? For the front to back, well, is she feeling that? Blood, what in depth? The world says completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving. Don't you violate me, 'cause I'ma make you hate me. Hi. It took me about an hour to do my hair earlier. Where my girls at? From the front to back, when she feeling that? Put one hand up, can you repeat that? Tryna take my man, see I don't need that. So don't play yourself. Where my girls at? From the front to back, well, is she feeling that? Put one hand up, can you repeat that? Tryna take my man, see I don't need that. It says public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. It says movement, balance, solution, harmony, healing, empathy. I need to get a new deck. I haven't even been using these lately. I need to get a different deck. I might start doing these again. Like for my nighttime streams. Doing like hour ones of these sometimes. It says balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. 14 reduces to 5. The number 5 represents change and options. Tempt me, try me, still so excited. Part of I be into yours, I think. And I grinding, heart rates climbing. The Chariot, movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, courage. It says willpower and control. With you boys in your pocket, I'll be. It says disharmony, misalignment, working alone, lack of teamwork, disorganized group effort. That's literally describing my life right now. It says releasing limiting beliefs, exploring dark thoughts, detachment, freedom, restoring control, resentment, lack of will. I'm just too full of resentment. I wish I could forgive you, then I'll be alright. But now everything you told me really don't apply to the way I feel inside. Felt her on that. It says impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Okay. It says compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, caring. This came out. It says painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, defeat. Bye to all of my enemies. Enjoy it while you can. It says self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, work without reward. It says lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards, work without results, distractions. A lot of you are distracted. It says personal transition, resistance to change, unfinished business, emotional baggage. Thank you, love. It's already gotten better. Once I cut a lot of dead weight, I feel 10 times lighter. I had a lot of leechers and energy drainers and energy vampires and users and liars and manipulators around me. I had to cut them all off. And I feel so much better. It says new project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential, beggings, new opportunities, growth. It says meditation, completion, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected. No, you're not distracting me. This is the point. We're supposed to get on live and talk. It says overcommitted, disorganization, reprioritize, lack of balance, overwhelmed. No, you're fine. I'm about to end this in like a minute so my niece can come in here and bug me for a couple minutes. She probably just want to get on my laptop. She like to type and draw on my Word document. It's probably what she want to do. In this dancery, it says ambitious, action-oriented, driven to success, fast thinking, defending beliefs. You know, you better get on down. It says illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious premonitions. All right, y'all. I'm getting off. I'll be back on again. Hopefully the views are a little bit better. Now you got y'all open, now you're focused, so you got to dance with. Don't need no hateration, holleration. Thank you for talking to me. I love you guys. I'll be back on in a little bit. About a matter of time before you get loose and